Facebook be tripping sometimes. I'm just jumping on here on live because I wanted to talk about my experience this weekend. I'm on the way back home. I'm traveling, as you guys can see. Y'all already know how I get down. I'll pop in and pop right back out. I love to travel. That's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, it's Chastity. Hey, Chastity. I see your picture up there now. I feel so good. Look at my skin, you guys. I'm telling you. I posted some videos. Chastity, I posted some videos in my story. Girl, when I tell you, I feel so good. Oh, my goodness. I do. I feel so good. I would recommend that place to anybody where I went yesterday. And so basically what I did was I was able to fellowship with my sister, Tamika. Tamika is actually just moved back in the States from Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico had a lot of like earthquakes and stuff like that. So she pretty much came back to the States and she's in Atlanta now. So me and Tamika had never met each other, but we've been knowing each other social media for almost 2 years. And just like how my girls in LA, just like how I met everybody in LA, it's just crazy. A lot of my soul tribe are not in my hometown. So basically, so me and Tamika got to meet up for the first time. You know, our vibe was already great. You know what I mean? She's an Aquarius and I'm a Capricorn. And so our vibe was like so amazing. We already knew we were soul tribe sisters from the time that we met. And it's just us being able to link with your soul tribe is like so amazing because it's like you feel like you've been knowing these people like for years. And so basically me and her was able to vibe together and, you know, talk about things in life. You know, we're on the same vibrational frequency when it comes to spirituality, and she understands and know a lot of things. She's a healer just like I am, and we were able to heal one another this weekend. So just being able to go, she took me to the spa. Well, actually, a lot of the things that the spa provides, like the yoni steam, the facial mask, the foot detox, and all that kind of stuff, we didn't do that. She actually did that for me personally, but we didn't get to do that because we saved money. We didn't have to do it at the actual spa place. So yeah, that was like, whoa, that was like so fun. So we went into the spa place. It was very interesting to me because I've never been into a place like that. Now mind you, I have been to like spa saunas, and I've been to spas before, but I've never been to one like that. So that was very interesting to me. I've been researching this place for over maybe 2 or 3 years now. I see Tamika go there when she's in the States. And some of my other friends that are in Atlanta, I was able to see them go to this place. And so I was like, oh, I want to go there. And so I manifested it. I was able to go yesterday. So manifesting is so amazing, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm going to teach a manifestation course, and I'm going to teach people how I've mastered how to manifest, and I've said that for a while. But scripting, I know one of my sis Victoria, which is Amanda Chalk, she talks about it. So listen, if you're following her on Facebook, listen to some of the things she's saying about manifestation, because she knows exactly what she's talking about. Okay, I don't really go on here much and talk about it, but I am going to start talking about it more because I've been an instant manifester pretty much a lot. For a long time, I meant to say not a lot. I've been able to manifest some of my wildest dreams, like, you know, some of the things that I would never think that I would be able to manifest. And that right in itself just proves that we are co-creators. Manifesting is just being able to create the things that you desire. And so, oh my God, I was able to manifest, you know, meeting my sister in Atlanta. You know, she was just so, I love that Southern hospitality. you know, allowing me to come in her home and stay there with her, and being able to, you know, meet her children. She's an amazing mother, and just, you know, just being able to link with her family and things like that. It was just so a blessed weekend. But as far as like the actual spa yesterday, I was able to go to this spa, you guys, and it was amazing. So they had different spas. Like, one of my favorite ones that I went to in this spa was the crystal spa, and they had, if you guys can see the pictures that I posted, they had like this at the top, it was like clusters of amethyst crystals shaped into like a star shape, and they had green aventurine, citrine, like crystals, clear quartz, all different types of crystals inside of this particular sauna. And so I took advantage of the energy. Now that I understand that crystals come from planet Earth, and a lot of people use crystals because they understand that they hold their own certain vibrational frequency as well. You guys see that I always wear crystals and stuff like that. You know, when you're wearing crystals and they're copper wrap just pretty much magnetize the energy in the crystal. But again, like I always say, once you kind of like understand the concept of, when you study physics and you understand that everything is energy and everything has a frequency and a vibration to it, then you'll probably be more prone to like crystals and stuff like that. Some people like crystals because they're just very beautiful, and each one holds their own frequency. You know, like for Valentine's Day, I wore my rose quartz. Rose quartz is the same frequency as love, and that deals with your heart chakra. And also, if you study like the different energy centers in your body, then you'll probably be prone to like crystals too. But most people that are earth signs like me really love and are drawn to crystals. And so when I first started wearing crystals, I was like, oh, this little rock, you know. But then when I started really, you know, just, you know, holding them and just like kind of understanding like the energy of them, then it was amazing. I couldn't believe what I felt when I felt like how they felt sometimes when I would meditate and I would hold them in my hands. I would be like, oh my God, oh my God, it was just unbelievable. And so that was one of the saunas that I went into. One of the other saunas that I went into was one of my other favorite ones. The one that was really, that purified a lot of toxins out of my body was the Himalayan salt sauna. And when I tell you that joker was hot, it was hot. You guys see I didn't have my hairpiece on or anything like that. I went in there purposely, you know, just purely clear and all natural, because I want to make sure that everything was just on a frequency of being able to purge and clear any toxins or anything that was in my body. And so I didn't want anything to be left out, my hair and this. So I went in there with my own natural hair. I didn't have my hairpiece or anything on. So it was unbelievable. And when I was in that actual Himalayan salt sauna, oh my God, released so much. Hold on, you guys. Okay, yeah, so I was able to release so many toxins out of my body in that one particular. Now, each one had their own heat to them. Like the one, I thought that the particular sauna that I was in, which was the crystal sauna with all the crystals and stuff in it, I thought it was hot until I realized I went into that Himalayan salt one, and that was over the top hot. Like you literally was in there for like 2 seconds and like you was like sweating, like it was that. And so as I actually came into the actual wellness center and the spa place, the floors were actually warm too, and it was unbelievable, like in an experience that I've never experienced before. So I went into that one. Then they had other ones too. They had like the charcoal sauna. They had the jade. I really liked the jade one too. That was like really, it wasn't hot. It was kind of like a cool down sauna. They actually had the clay sauna. They had different areas. You can also get, you know, like I said, you could also get like massages, body scrubs, and things like that. But I really liked the place, but I was very observant, just, you know, picking up on the energies in there and stuff like that. And the Asian people, I was just watching them and just watching how they were operating. And those people are like some of the most hardworking people ever. I can notice that I went to an area upstairs to get me a bottle of water, and I noticed, and it was a smoking area that was right near there. And I noticed that a lot of those Asian people that were working there were up there smoking cigarettes. And I was like, oh my God, these people are stressed out. Like, seriously. I heard this one Asian lady, they're Korean too, by the way. This spa that I went to, it wasn't, they were Korean. It's a Korean spa and wellness center. And some of them were up there smoking, and one lady, I could just pick up on the energy, and it was just like, wow. You know, I'm just glad that I'm not judging that, because I used to be a previous smoker myself, and I'm just grateful that I was able to release that, not being able to, it's a lovely place, not being able to, I'm just glad that I released that addiction of smoking. That is, I feel so good. But my skin feels so clear today after doing that. We was there for like 2 hours. And oh my God, you guys, it was amazing. So I would recommend anyone to go to this place. Like, if you're in Atlanta and you want something to do, you know, to have some relax. So people were actually in these saunas sleeping, you guys. And I did my research on it, and people go there just to relax. Some people had their phones out like me, researching and stuff like that, which I mean, not researching, but taking videos and pictures and stuff like that. And I was taking a lot of pictures and videos because it was my first time experiencing, and I wanted to document all of the my experience at this actual wellness center, because it was my first time, and I want to make sure that I was able to document the stuff, because when I put everything together, I'm actually gonna do something with it. But people were actually in these saunas taking little power naps, like, seriously. Now, one of the other things that I did notice about this place was, and I did research and I talked to the people too, this place was a place, you have to pay a fee to get in there. Once you pay that fee to get in the actual location, what they do is you have to pay for all the different services that they have. They have a place where you can go get some food. I wasn't trying to trust that. You know, like I said, you can get a yoni steam, you can get a body scrub, and there was also a location, hold on guys, this phone is just dropping here, I'm sorry. Sorry guys. They actually had a location where you can, it's just a co-ed place. Sorry, I'm wiping off the lens, you guys. This place is a co-ed place, so you're able to, there we go. I hope that looks better. Yeah, it's jumping around. I'll just hold it for right now because this is the location where I'm at. But, the actual location was, I'm trying to get this thing. Sorry, y'all. I'm actually going to probably put this video up on my YouTube channel, but, you know, I'm traveling, so it is what it is at the end of the day. And also, today is actually, what is today? Today is February 16, 2020, so I will want to make sure I have that date down in this video. But there is a location in this wellness center where I went yesterday where it's co-ed. Men can go to one side and women can go to the other side. And like I said, you can get the vaginal steaming if you want to. You can get vaginal steaming. You can get body scrubs. You can get foot detoxes, facials, massages, and stuff like that. And also on the other side with the co-ed, where the women's locker room is, there's an area in there where you can actually get naked. So there are women in these, you actually get like fully naked, and that was very interesting to see women just walking around naked like that. That was an experience for me that I've never experienced. I was grateful to be able to experience that because women were really in this place being able to embrace their bodies, you know, of all shapes. There were women from all different types of races. There were, you know, different colors and stuff like that. And so you would go into that area and you would get completely naked. I didn't actually do that because I didn't feel comfortable to do it, and I didn't feel, my energy didn't feel good. I'm not telling you that I would never do it because I think that I am going to do it the next time that I come to Atlanta. But that area, you can go in there and you can get naked and you get into these jacuzzis, okay? And so they were in there, and after you get out the jacuzzis, you go to this area where it's like an infrared light, and you dry, and it pulls out the toxins out of your body as well. I really wasn't comfortable with going into that. I mean, I went in that area just to kind of see what it was. There were the massage therapists and things like that. They were in the back area over there, and they were massaging these women's, I mean, their the bottoms and everything like that, fully naked, you guys. And they were just walking around naked. And like I said, I didn't go to, you know, to the male part, but there is a male area where there's male that do the same thing on the other side. And I was like, wow, we need more stuff like this, you guys. We really do. We need more wellness centers, and this is what we are moving into. I just was able to experience it. We're moving into a more energy of being able to coexist with one another, being able to be free and just be ourselves without having to worry about any type of judgment of others, you know. And it just warmed my heart to see these women just walk around naked like that and not really, no, some women I noticed that they were afraid to like cover their show, their breasts, and you know, they had the towels up walking like this, but they were still naked, you know, and stuff like that. But just being able to see that was like absolutely amazing. So I can imagine what it was like on the male side, you know. I try not to get into my head too much and think about, like, you know, because that's just like crazy. So we need more centers like this where people can go. But I think that's, again, that's what we're moving into now, which is a more holistic life way of living. Because, you know, we've been taught so many different things that's not true. So I wanted to just really jump on here and talk to you guys about what I experienced with that wellness center spa that I went to yesterday, and it was absolutely amazing. And like I said today, I feel so refreshed, you guys. I mean, my skin feels like, oh my God, like this morning when I woke up, I felt like my whole body felt like so like light. My body felt so light. And my skin feels so soft and like pure. Yes, I got a little pimple right here, but I felt like that was, I had the pimple before. I actually, because it's, for me, it's the time that pimples do occur on my skin from time to time. But that's great when you have pimples, because that means that things are in your body that are coming out that does not need to be there. So, but I noticed that this pimple that I had when I came to Atlanta, it also, after I got out of the sauna, it became a little bit more bigger. So those toxins came out a little bit more. And so this pimple here is actually, it's bringing it out more to the surface. And so I'm just grateful for it to come out. And so I'm like, okay, great. And so, yeah. So my actual sister, she also did this thing on my face. She used like this handmade face mask that she made, and it was made out of different herbs and things like that, and my skin feels amazing. So I would recommend that place to anyone that's interested in, like, you know, getting it. I hope we get one of those in Charlotte. I really do, because I really like that place, and the price was unbelievably reasonable. It was only $30, and you can, like I said, and it's great for people to, what like made me look at it like in a different perspective was, wow, this place is a place where people can come. People actually leave that place after they do their services and things like that. What they do after is they allow people to sleep there overnight. So you can take like bags or sleeping bags or whatever, you know, and just lay out there in the little areas, and people actually, like I said, they sleep there overnight. And again, like I said, people, when they get there, come there to the saunas, inside of the saunas, people are in there sleeping as well. They go in there and they take little quick power naps. And I was like, wow, this is something, I know this is very, very, they do this a lot over in Asia and stuff like that. But like I said, we need this more here. And another thing that I did pick up on in Atlanta is that there, like I said, there's a lot of Asian people. Like really, these people, if you have not, like I said, you know, on one of my other videos, like these people, they taking over, you guys. Like they, everywhere I look, from Korean to, just Asians in general, because you know, Asians, Korean, Chinese, I mean, they're all different types of races of Asian. And so I was like, they are just taking over, you guys. We got to really step our game up, really, like, seriously, as, you know, as far as, like, I'm not going to say that word, but we really got to step our game up. Because these people are really, like, I mean, they've had a plan for many centuries. And if you notice that, like, every area, pretty much every city has like a Chinatown, from DC to LA. So, I mean, there's many places that has Chinatown. And they've been doing it. They just sit back and they watch. They watch us on social media. And they just sit back and they watch everything that we do. And they say they're very, really big into, like, you know, health, holistic living, you know, well-being, peace, and things like that. And, you know, they have really, you know, technology and stuff like that, you know. And I look at them and I'm sitting back like, I'm going to start studying them. See, this is what happens, is people don't realize that we are some amazing, creative beings. We're co-creators of this universe. And we were born to create. Some people are, all of us, every single last one of us on this planet, doesn't matter what race you are. I'm really happy about my black race. I'm happy to be a black woman. And I think that black people are so creative. We are. I mean, it is what it is. We're very, very creative, but I feel like black people need to really need to step their game up. Like, really. We need to learn how to, our race, we need to learn how to really come together. You know, like I said, after being at that spa and just sitting back watching everything, I sit back and I watch and observe every single thing last night. And just being able to see how, you know, how they come together. You know, they work hard. You know, they ain't hating on one another. They're not trying to compete against one another. You know, they understand that they're all creatives and they come together, you know, just like the Spanish, you know, culture. And they are very, they do the same thing. The only race that don't really come together like that is the black race. And we got to stop this. We really do. I mean, because at the end of the day, we got to do it. Because what's going to happen is individually, we have to learn how to, like, really tap into our energies of our races, but don't get so close-minded that we just think that our, you know, that we are unable to coexist with all these other people. Because that's where we're going to. This is what the age of Aquarius is. We're at the 5D consciousness is being able to move in the vibration of love, being able to coexist with one another, different races, different species, because we are dealing with races that have different species as well. Little people want to believe that, but it's true. We're dealing with species. Yeah, this is a Mitsu, and we have, oh, it's hot in here. Yeah, we have different species and stuff like, I mean, different races and stuff like that, but we are dealing with like really different species too. And that's going to be very, very known. I don't know if you guys do research, but a lot of that you're going to understand. That's going to come out. How that's going to come out is when these different extraterrestrials and stuff like that start. They're doing it now. You're seeing a lot more of the extraterrestrials showing themselves, like seeing sightings in the sky and stuff like that. That stuff is not fake, you guys. That stuff is real. Some people do go on YouTube and put up all these fake videos and stuff like that, but a lot of that stuff is real. So yeah, so I'm just wanted to get on here. I'm driving. So I wanted to get on here and just talk about this and just talk about, you know, how important it is, how we need to live in the moment and it's taking advantage of the different frequencies and energies and stuff like that. Everybody's not in the energies, but trust me, sooner or later you will. If you live long enough, you will, because that's the age that we're going into. And at the end of the day, like I said, you are a spirit being, which is energy, that's in a human form, having a human experience, because that's what you're here. So if you're here to experience, then experience. Live it up. Everybody talks about, oh, I'm living my best life, you know. Are you really, really, truly living your best life? Or are you out here just trying to, in survival mode, really trying to just do whatever? So I encourage you guys to just continue to live in the moment and do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Self-love is the best love. I'm telling you that. Self-love does not mean that you have to be selfish either. Because you do have those individuals that are on that service to self type of vibration, where they just don't really care. They're just self-love, you know, all about them. You can know there's a balance. Everything in life is a balance. You have to balance everything out. You know, self-love is very, very important. But you want to make sure that you have the capability to understand that self-love is important, but you have to be able to give too. That's just one of the universal laws that, you know, when you give, you're going to get back. But you want to make sure that before you start giving, that you got yourself fully, completely right. So, yeah. So that's all I had to say. I wanted to make this video. I'm actually going to put it up on my YouTube channel. If you are watching this on my YouTube channel later, click like, share, and subscribe. And you guys, I talk about a lot of things on spirituality and just being able to, my experiences, and I want to make sure that everybody be able to see my journey and what I'm doing. I'm a way shower. A way shower is someone that shows people the way. You may not understand where I am on my journey right now. A lot of people don't. But trust me and believe me, you will eventually. You know, everybody's on different levels of consciousness. Everybody's on different levels of beliefs. Beliefs has different belief systems and things like that. But at the end of the day, we still are one. We all come from Source Creator God. And that's what I was talking about, how we have to learn how to coexist with one another and be able to, like I said, I'm really big into like women's empowerment. I have a group, and my group is about women's empowerment. There's women from different states, different colors, different everything. I don't care what you are, me personally. So, yeah. So, So I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day full of love and light. Take advantage of this energy, of this love frequency. Just because Valentine is gone doesn't mean that you don't have to release that energy. Keep that energy flowing, going. We want to keep that love frequency going on a continuous basis. It's very important that we do that, you guys. We want to love every day, not just one day. So it's very important that we do that. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I love you guys. And I hope if you have any questions about anything that I talked about, just feel free to inbox me and let me know if there's something I can do to help you or talk about. So, all right.